And we're live.
Scratching down the slide, you can't stop yourself.
Just trying,
right
that's when
into
you're
the
like
mouth.
very quickly becoming religious.
Yeah.
trying to
Yes.
choose the right God. Yeah, I do like a catch-all with that. Like, I'm not sure who's right, but I believe in all of you at this moment.
That's a strong move.
Yeah, and then afterward be like, nah.
I think we've all been there before. We've talked about this. You know, no atheists in foxholes, et cetera, et cetera. You know, some rough stuff starts happening. You're like, if you're up there, this would be the time to show it. No, I don't think so.
Yet again,
Right,
no
then.
evidence. Damn it.
Yeah.
It seems like, though, there would be no atheists in foxholes, and then after being in a foxhole for a while, you'd be like, this fucking prick God isn't helping at all. Like, I'm done with you. Like, no way. No,
It's just a hard conundrum all around because there's no atheist in a foxhole because you wish there's something better, but also the scenario you're in is so fucked up that what God would create that scenario. So you're just sitting there, maybe in your last moments, you're just very existentially confused.
That's probably what a lot of it is. Just a lot of existential confusion, fear, pissing and shitting. Doesn't sound very dignified.
It's part of a bigger plan, though, right? That's what you got to believe. Like every one of those 9-year-olds that gets leukemia, probably a Pol Pot or a Hitler.
Everyone.
You know, they're all potentially gonna recreate the Cambodian genocide in your mind.
Perhaps. Yeah. There'd be those big walls of the skulls. You've seen them. Oh, that's what little Stacy was up to. That's where she was heading.
It seemed like there's a better way to avoid that, right? Like maybe just not make evil people.
Why wouldn't they just like? Why wouldn't God
Interesting
just
theory.
hand them a
All right, hang on.
at
I like where Woody's going here. How do we do that?
We're God in this scenario, right?
Oh,
You're saying God's plan is to birth millions of Hitlers and then kill them at 9 via leukemia.
Well, he wants
Maybe
you to know he
it's
could do it.
Or also maybe it's just so satisfying for God to kill living Hitlers that's what powers the whole universe.
Right? What hobbies would you have if you were God? Maybe just killing
Dude, that's
Hitlers
like-
repeatedly is
that's like-
your thing.
Yeah.
But that
It's
would
a
be like
video
playing
game
a
for him.
video game with like cheat codes on, you know? Like if you just killed Hitler when he was 9, like he didn't do any, like he didn't have any power. Like if you're God and you're trying to have some fun killing bad guys, you got to let them come to fruition. Got to let them do some bad stuff and then take them out, right?
if you
Otherwise,
can't
you're
kill
just
Hitler,
playing on easy
All right,
mode and you're
here's
just gonna
one.
kill. Too easy for God.
A 9-year-old Hitler was still a dick, though. You know, he was pushing kids off slides and shit.
He may have been. I bet he was probably an awkward kid. Was really into art, got turned down from his school, and was like, you know what? Someone's got to pay.
I mean, let's say you got a time machine, you can go back and deal with Hitler, but you can't kill him. You can't kill him. You've got to soften his heart as the Lord may. I think what you want to do is send Jeff Goldblum back. Send Jeff Goldblum back. Let him be an influence on young Hitler.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Okay.
A hilarious.
Yes.
A hilarious Jewish man, beloved
Now, the thing
by
about
all.
the Jews is
Yeah, and get him in there as that influence. I think. I mean, Hitler's clearly an incredibly a magnetic figure, right? He stirred that country up from ruin and nearly conquered the whole world. Imagine if all of that charisma and energy had been directed in a positive area, right?
No, what you'd want to do is send back like Norm Macdonald instead, because then he'd be like, well, you know, Hitler, you could just apply to another school. And then he'd be like, yes, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll just apply to another route. You're right, Norm. It's like, yeah, I know I'm right. It goes pretty poorly if you don't, if I'm being frank. You know?